Today I'm gonna share what, how, and why Awakening with the Stars. Hello, this is Esther Ciurana from Awakening with the Stars. First of all, what? Awakening with the Stars is to serve you who are awakening, and I'm going to be sharing my own journey of spiritual awakening. And so we're gonna be talking about spiritual awakening first, and then also about spiritual business and spiritual gifts. A little bit about me. I studied philosophy because I wanted to know what was the meaning of life. I didn't get it at that point. I didn't get the point of living. And I thought these were the only studies that were answering these questions. But I ended up with more questions than answers. What it did happen was outside the classes. I had the first spiritual awakening there, where I started seeing colors around people and colors floating at night, supposedly auras. But at that point I wasn't ready, and I opened to it for a while. I had a friend who gave me explanations about it, but then I stopped being in contact with that friend, and I was so scared that I just ignored the whole thing for years. I went on to become a freelance digital marketer. I was working on SEO and content marketing. I really wanted to have my own business. I started at 25. 10 years later than that first spiritual awakening, I had a much stronger one. And this was when I traveled to South America. I went to Machu Picchu in Peru. And after that trip, I just started meditating every day. I really felt called to do it. Like, I heard about meditation for a while, but I was doing it once in a while. And once I came back from that trip, I was guided to a book, and I had a very strong awakening from the heart center. And from that point, I just couldn't ignore it anymore. It all came back, the dreams, the colors, everything, and it became stronger. And so this was when I started connecting with my higher self and with my spiritual guides. This was in 2019. It's been 3 years. It's been quite a journey. It's been full of challenges. And so that's why I decided to share this journey with you. And I'm not done with it. I'm just in the middle of it. But I thought it would be really useful for the ones who are just starting with this journey to share my experiences here and to help you with my skills, with the things I learned along the way. So that's what I'll be talking about about spiritual awakening, about spiritual business, and about spiritual gifts. Second thing, how? So when I was 14 or 15 years old, I found a book about astrology, and at that point I didn't have many friends. I didn't really understand people, so I started reading, and it gave me a lot of insight, and so I started exploring that. And after the years, I self-taught myself, and this basically gave me more answers than anything else. So when I had my awakening, I had a reading with a method that's called astroanamnesis that really meant a before and after for me in terms of remembering who I really am and what I am doing here and why I'm here, and mostly for what's my purpose. And so I went to study with the creator of this method, and I'm an NLP and neuro-linguistic programming and Ericksonian hypnosis certified coach, and I basically mix those skills and also adding the marketing skills to the mix, which helped me to coach you in this process of finding out what are your talents, what's your life purpose, why are you here, what are you here for. So through astroanamnesis and coaching and my marketing skills and all the books I'm reading, all the courses I'm studying are going to be part of what I'm sharing with you here. And the why is you. This is something I didn't have, and I wish you are not in the same position. So I'm gonna be here opening my heart, getting out of the closet, sharing my journey, and sharing my toolbox so you can share your gifts with the world. I know what's the price of not being who you are, And so I'm gonna be sharing from my heart my truth, and I'm here to remind you what nobody told me when I needed to hear it, which is I believe you. You are not crazy and you are not alone. And so it's time that you remember who you are, because when you remember, many more are able to raise their consciousness levels and remember as well. So together we can co-create the new earth we choose to live in. This is just an introduction, and I hope you enjoyed it. And my idea is to be answering your questions. So any questions you have, just leave them below in the comments. I'll be answering them in the videos. And I'll be doing reviews from books, spiritual books, courses I've taken, and I'll be sharing with you my vision of what's going on in the sky, so we can understand better what's going on inside. That's the idea, so above, so below. Thank you so much for your support. I can't wait to hear your questions and to get to know you and to build this community. If you want to know more, remember to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and check out the new updates. See you soon.